Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Neuro and Goomba on Paladino Terminal, the latter edition. This is the rematch I promised you between Neuro and Goomba, and let's get right on into it. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the orange Terran player. It is Goomba. Known for his meching style, though he went ghosts, a lot of ghosts in the last game, along, you know, with Thors and Hellbats and things, but a lot of ghosts. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player from Root Gaming. It is Neuro. Okie doke. So Neuro and Goomba, again, had a game they played a few days ago on my channel. Go back and watch that one if you missed it. I'll put a link in the top right. Some of the best ZVTs I've ever cast have been at this ZVT level here between these two players. Just really interesting play styles, good unit compositions, decision making, micro. All you could ever want from a ZVT is exemplified in these two players' interactions. I don't know what it is. It seems like they bring the best out of each other, and it's just really fun to cast, and I hope it's really fun to watch here as well. Again, Neuro does have a YouTube channel where he does Zerg coaching. He also has a Twitch stream. I put links to both of those in the description of this video. Goomba, I'm not sure if he actually does any of that stuff, but super cool guy anyway. Like, I am really a big fan of his. Would like to get more of his replays against other players. Having a hard time digging those out, though. There's the expansion for Neuro. He did go extractor pool into a hatchery, just in case it's a 3-Rax Reaper, which you've never seen anything of the sort out of Goomba like that. But, you know, better safe than sorry, I suppose, here on Paladino Terminal. It is a Reaper. Holy shamoly. I don't think I've seen a Reaper out of Goomba in the past, like, 5 games of his that I've cast. But you know what? That just goes to show you cannot predict what is going to happen in these Legacy of the Void games. Alright, so this Reaper's name is James Flame. He is the brother of Jack Frost from Insurrection, who has vowed revenge on the Zerg and the Protoss for his brother's death. Oh wow, so Jack Frost, a previous Reaper, James Flame, is coming out to get revenge. That is the problem. That's the problem with armed conflict in war, is that you kill someone, but they've got family, man. They've got friends, they've got parents, they've got people who want to avenge them, and it just creates a cycle of violence. It makes me sad. Alright, some 4 slowlings are here trying to harass from Neuro, but this Reaper should be able to handle all of them. James Flame getting 1 Reaper kill. Split up! The lings say split. Oh, one of them survives. I think the Reaper thought he got it, but he didn't. These guys are in so much trouble. Oh, he saves another one. No, just kidding. Went after it and finished it off. Another Ling KD8 charge. I don't know if it got it or if it was James, but he manages to absolutely obliterate 3 of those Lings. Did another one survive? Where did that one go? Oh, it's hiding. It's hiding back here at a potential 3rd base for Goomba. Now it's trying to sneak on in and get some very important information. Meanwhile, James Flame is here going after these drones. There's no queen yet. Can he get a drone kill? Moving the wounded drones away. Roaches are starting to pop now for Neuro. Can he hold off is the question. And yes, James Flame does get taken down by the roaches. Really not all that difficult in reality. Marines do take care of the scouting Zerg that didn't really see anything. If I had to guess, yeah, I mean, I guess he did manage to see the factory coming up, but surprise, there's a factory from the Terran player. Expansion on the high ground for Goomba, so Neuro does not know this exists yet. This could be a 1-base attack that'll keep him from expanding to a 3rd for just a little bit now. Is that another Ling that died? Another scouting Ling died. Wait. 4. Nope, that's the same one. That is the same one. Either way, Ling does not get much information, doesn't know about the expansion that Goomba has. Probably doesn't know about the Cyclone, though. So Cyclone versus Roach is actually kind of scary for Zerg. That extra damage versus armor. Check this out. It is 5 damage versus armor. So you're like, man, so what? Weapon speed 0.1! Holy shamoly. But it's Ravagers! Oh, Neuro upgraded to Ravagers! That makes the Cyclone a little bit less effective here. And Goomba decides it is time to retreat. The extra range and damage done by Ravagers and the fact that they're not armored makes them just beautiful, beautiful answers to the mech of anything, really, including tanks, including Thors, including these here Cyclones. So, excellent job getting those Ravagers out, Neuro. It is 29 to 29 Harvesters, so he doesn't have a huge lead on his opponent. It is tied, but you got to get these 3 Ravagers out early to deal with this early pressure from your opponent, and so far hasn't lost anything. I mean, hasn't killed anything either, I don't think. Has he? Have they killed a couple Marines? I guess the Roach kill carried over on one of these Ravagers to increase his kill count, and did kill 1 of these Marines, but that is about it. Marines and Cyclones killing an Overlord up here at the top of the map. Ravagers versus Hellions, I feel like, is a pretty good matchup. But Ravagers are not interested in engaging. They're going to head on back to their base and try to defend against the sneaky roundabout way in which Goomba attacked him. He's going to kill another Overlord. Another Overlord dead. And Neuro is actually supply block. 56 to 44 available supply. KD8, or not KD8 charges. Those are corrosive biles. Corrosive biles being thrown down. Not hitting anything. We need to keep track of this as Hellions roll into the natural base, trying to roast up some drones, but there is a queen. There are roaches and ravagers here. I think they got a drone, is what I think they got there. Yep, single drone for the 2 Hellions. Not amazing. Anyway, I think they should track corrosive bile hit percentage, because it's just, it can't be good. It can't be good without fungals holding stuff in place. Just too easy to dodge. The time between when it launches and when it lands, it feels like 10 seconds, and you can dodge it pretty easy. Cloak Banshee is the follow-up here for the Goomba, as well as Vikings, interestingly enough. Did he just cancel Cloak? He just canceled Cloak. Alright, so he was going Cloak Banshee. Never mind, he said I'm going to go for Viking instead. It didn't get scouted, though. Like, there's no way. Yeah, Neuro hasn't been anywhere near here in the last 5 minutes, so I don't know what he's concerned about there. Spire is up with +1 flyer attack for the Neuro. Third base coming up as well to the south of his natural. And Ravager's just patrolling around, trying to play base defense here against this Terran player. He's got Widow Mines, got those Vikings. Got more Widow Mines. He actually has a lot of Widow Mines here. That's 6 total Widow Mines, 2 Cyclones, and 5 Marines and a Viking for his composition. Meanwhile, Neuro has 6 Ravagers, 2 Queens, and that is it. That is all he has. That's kind of how you have to play Zerg, though, is you have to try to drone up, try to expand, try to make your army at the moment you're being attacked, or at least when your opponent is just outside your front door. It's a weird play style, but it's the way that Blizzard designed it, and it's been that way for several years now, so can't really... Can't complain about it. Ravagers, a lot of Ravagers. 6 of them coming in to try to knock down this front door, which is a barracks that Goomba has set up, and then he retreats. Why? Just finish it off, dude. Get in there. Oh, we got an Overseer with him. These Widow Mines are not going to be very good whatsoever. Corrosive Biles, get in the barracks. Not that Goomba was really using it necessarily, but it opens up an avenue of attack for Neuro, so that's always nice. Going to go after the second wall here. Lings, and ooh, 2 supply depots killed immediately. Neuro being very patient, trying to sneak in here, but Widow Mines, yo, big time hits on the Lings. They're all dead. 6 Ravagers versus this much stuff. I don't know. They don't like it either. They're retreating. Viking getting some parting shots off on that Overseer. Yep, Widow Mines are good. 10 kills on that Widow Mine. 10 kills on the Widow Mine. Banshee here. He did finally make a Banshee to Goomba. I don't think it has Cloak. Nah, not worrying about the Cloak Banshee opening, but trying to kill as many Ravagers as possible. Trying to land a third base as well as Goomba, but there's an Overlord pooping creep there, so it's going to be a second before that can happen. Banshee chasing these Ravagers all the way home. Can he kill the one that's very low on HP, down to 15 HP? Probably not. Probably not. Ravagers seem a little bit faster than Banshees, even off creep. And on creep, they're even faster. But no! Oh, the pathing! Ah, the pathing put the Ravager to the back of the line, and the Banshee did pick him off. That's really unfortunate for that guy. Spore Crawler coming up in the main mineral line for Neuro. Also, is there one of the natural? Nope, there's not one of the natural. Just really worried about this main base for whatever reason. So Banshee shows up. Spore Crawler gets some nice shots off, and whoa, a little bit careless was Goomba, and the Banshee explodes. Overlord just got speed. Oop, gets killed by a Viking there as well. But scouted the third base out, so Goomba sitting on the 3 bases. He's got Widow Mines, tanks, Cyclones, Hellions, and a single Viking with a Banshee in the group. Made another one here, working on tanks and Hellions, so definitely meching it right now, getting +1 vehicle attack as well. Neuro getting those Mutalisks, 6 of them. Not entirely sure Mutas are what you want against this composition, but we'll see how they do, I suppose. He's going for it. He's got Ravager Muta Queen right now. Clearing out some creep tumors at the front door is Goomba, throwing that scan down. Corrosive Biles trying to be used to get rid of these Widow Mines, picking one off anyway. That's pretty good. Queens should be nice against the Viking and the Banshee. The Cyclones, again, I just think like Ravagers are pretty good in that situation, as well as the Mutas. The lock-on ability is good for single-target big stuff, but not so great for Mutalisks. And Goomba decides, you know what, I'm going to pull back a little bit. I'm going to get some Thors to deal with these Mutalisks. Working on those upgrades, continuing to make Hellions. My Widow Mine count is 6 right now. Just burrowing them in here at this third base in case there's a Ling run-by attack or some such. Missile turrets coming up as well. Really worried about those Mutalisks. Fourth base coming up for Neuro right now to the right side of his main. Some Hellions trying to sneak on in. They do scout the 4th base and intercepted by Ravagers, though. Intercepted. Oh, but true transferring drones did not get the memo that there were Hellions nearby and get roasty toasty, which means they're dead. Mutalisk gets harassed here at the main base, trying to take down that reactor on the factory. Can't quite do it. Trying to get inside this natural base and murder some SCVs as well. Could probably pull this off. Getting a few SCVs, throwing down some changelings at the same time. Just a bit of a harass. We do, in fact, have Widow Mine fire here at the third base. Oh, 4 kills on that Widow Mine. Another Widow Mine gets taken out there. So interesting little Widow Mine harass. I like that. That was excellent. That is 12 drones killed so far by Goomba. No giant hits or giant successes. Just here and there with groups of 2 and 3 and 4. It's adding up. It's 53 to 61 harvesters. He has a nice lead on his Zerg opponent, does Mr. Goomba. He is continuing. Is this more Thor? No, this is more tanks. His Thor production seems to be done. He's getting nuclear missiles. He's getting ghosts, and he's getting personal cloaking. Yes, Goomba. Yes, let's do this thing. Let's get some nukes off on this Zerg player. Muta's huffing it around, trying to see what is up. The answer is missile turrets. The answer is a lot of tanks, trying to spread that creep. This Neuro, he's always pretty good. Always pretty good at his creep spread for sure. Trying to sneak around this back side of the third possibly, but again, there are just so many turrets. I could say a lot of Marines, but not a lot of Marines. Not a lot of anti-air. It's going to have to be the Thors that make this thing happen, which can be good, right? I mean, I'm not going to argue with the effectiveness of Thors versus Mutalisk, especially in big battles. Infestation Pit on the way from Neuro. He's got +2 missile attack on the way. He does have a Hydralisk Den as well, so he's going to try to make use of that in this situation. Was that steady targeting used on an Overseer? I think it was. Alright, so killing one of the Overseers, part of this Mutalisk group. In order to not fly over Widow Mines, Overseers are super duper important. Neuro, pooping creep at a potential 4th base for Goomba. Cyclones are there ahead of time, though. And they lock on ability that dude to death. Overlord is gone. Does supply block Neuro at 199 out of 192 total supply. Muta's come in. Oh, free SCV kills. Oh, good reaction time by Goomba. Only loses 1, but he could have lost as many as like 6 or 7. Okay, he lost 2. But still, could have been a lot worse here. Thors with their +1 armor attack, or +1 vehicle attack? +1 vehicle attack. 7 damage, 14 damage times 4. Splash versus Muta's Thor anti-air good against Mutalisks. I'm sure you know this. I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new. Nidus Network on the way from Neuro. +2 Flyer Carapace at the same time. He's getting a Hive right now. Just upgrading. He hasn't really been seriously threatened for some time. He's trying to keep his opponent pinned. Ah, the Swarm Host, though. When did those come in? All right, so Swarm Hosts are here. And Goomba's in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have anything that's particularly good against Locust, although there's the nuclear missile launch here on the third base. Oh, he sees it. I was going to say, does Neuro see this? Yeah, there's an Overseer. Pretty much right there, so that did not happen. Aw, dang it, Neuro. Why are you so good at detecting nukes? Another nuclear missile in production for Goomba. Here comes an army of roaches and hydras. I don't know if you want to go up this ramp, though. There's a lot of steady targeting there. Bam, bam, bam. Overseer's absolutely one-shot. Queen's dead as well. Mutalisks fly over this group and get murdered. I don't know if Neuro's just trying to free up supply or what, but those Mutalisks died so fast. Goomba pushing on in. Nice concave at the top of the ramp, though. And here come the Locusts. Big-time battle here. Steady targeting on everything. Banshee's trying to destroy what they can. Locusts trying to get some shots off, but getting murdered in the sky by the Thors before they can actually land and do any damage whatsoever. Third base is in a lot of trouble for Neuro right now. There are tanks on the ground. There are Thors here as well. Thor has 8 kills. Is going to get focused down by these Hydras, and the Thor ends up getting killed. Banshee's doing so much damage from the sky. They are getting hit, though, as there are Overseers and a lot of Hydralisks. Steady targeting up at the same time are the Hydras. Going to be enough to deal with this number of tanks. The Swarm Hosts are useless as they're still on cooldown. Additional tanks showing up to the party, just single target damaging them right now is Goomba. I feel like Siege Mode might be a little bit better against these Hydras, but you know what? He won the battle, and he's going to take down the third base. There are some drones stuck in the back here, fighting for their lives. Is Goomba going to see them? Is the question of the day. These eggs are... Oh, those Hydralisks inside those eggs got murdered as well. So it's 144 to 135 total supply. Resources lost about 13,000 for the Zerg player and 8,000 or 9,000 for the Terran, so pretty cost efficient, which is what mech is supposed to be. But killing that third base, huge deal. Neuro's on 3 bases. Goomba is on 4 bases. Goomba is trying to take a 5th base. Another Overlord pooping creep in that potential location. A Thor drop to take down Neuro's attempt at a 5th up top, and he single-handedly, with his +2 attack, 36 damage times 2 per shot. It's like 70 damage a hit. Thor, man. Thor single target damage is good. Neuro. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky Nidus Worm coming up here in the bottom left side of Goomba's base. Can he get it is the question. And he got it. It's up. Swarm Hosts are here as well. Another nuclear missile launch here at the 4th base of Neuro. Actually, this is his 3rd. You know what? We're going to call it the 4th. The 4th base of Neuro Is it going to land? I don't think he sees this. Oh, manages to get it. 15 kills, but Locust going to town on Goomba's main, killing so many SCVs. Trying to get that Ghost Academy doesn't really work. The rest of the army shows up. And are they going to get rid of this Nidus Worm? I feel like they probably should. Meanwhile, Thor drop trying to single-handedly take down the Hive. Oh, can he get it? No! Hydra's managed to save the Hive with 400 hit points remaining. Another Nidus Worm coming up here at Goomba's 5th base on the top right side of the map. Is it being detected? I don't know. I mean, okay, well, it's erupted now. Too late now, friends. Here come the Swarm hosts, canceling everything. The SCVs running for their lives, lifting the command center. Good reaction time there by Goomba. Locust being tossed down just to fight whatever happens to come. Focusing down these SCVs seems like a pretty good choice. There we go. And then going after whatever else is on the ground. But right now it's mostly Liberator and Viking. Although there were some tanks that got saved by a medevac, so that's a pretty good deal. And the hit-and-run Swarm hosts are back inside the Nidus network, ready to hit once again. Pushing up the middle is Goomba. He is tired of these shenanigans. He is not interested in continuing this fight. All with the Swarm hosts dictating how things go. Setting up defender mode circles. Tanks are here with their +2 attack. Tanks landing on the high ground with this medevac to possibly try to finish off that Hive, I suppose. Hydralisk's coming on the high ground saying, no, that's not going to happen. So the tanks on the high ground are destroyed, but the low ground is belonging to Goomba right now. A lot of Liberators, a lot of tanks, a lot of siege mode tanks as well. Pretty much just Hydra for Neuro. He's got 5 Vipers, 18 Swarm hosts, and 17 Hydralisks. Here come the Swarm hosts. Another round of Locusts are ready to go, landing on top of the Ghosts. Ghosts very wisely retreating. The tanks become the new targets of the Locusts there instead, and they are falling precipitously fast. Blinding Cloud on top of the tanks at the same time. And this meching army, is it enough to deal with the Zerg Swarm? The Ghosts doing so well, taking out those Vipers. Oh, taking out those Vipers. There are none remaining. The Ghost target fired those down specifically, and Goomba, while bleeding heavily, is still alive. He's got 3 tanks here, 3 Liberators, and a handful of Ghosts. Nuclear missile launch here on this choke, leading into the natural base of Neuro. I don't know what it's actually going to hit, is the thing. Are the Swarm hosts going to be close enough to actually have this do any damage? Yes, getting some splash damage, some little radial damage there. Swarm hosts trying to waltz on in and get some Locust shots down. They do. A couple Swarm hosts die in the process, but exchanging those for a couple tanks is a pretty good trade. Are they going to get the Ghosts as well? Oh, the Locust MVPs. MVPs killing all of those Ghosts and trying to finish off a tank. No, too fast. The tank manages to run away. Is this Nidus Worm still here? Or is this a new one? I think that's a new one. Another Nidus Worm popping up somewhere. Liberators here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a 6 base in the bottom left corner is being locked down by Liberators right now. Nobody really in a position to save that. Nidus Worm does die here at Goomba's 5th base in the top right corner. Nidus Worm erupts with more of these Swarm hosts. Going to try to harass this 3rd base by Goomba, which is pretty much mined out, but there are, probably 10 SCVs here or so. Neuro's down to 37 workers, though. Not ideal. Oh, he gets scanned. The Swarm hosts get scanned. Locusts, get everything. Get the Ghosts. Oh, man, the Ghosts are getting evaporated. There's the Cloak, though, saving 4 of them. The Swarm host managed to survive there as well. Goomba's 5th base finally established, getting rid of that pesky creep. Another Nidus Worm coming up in the top right side. This harassment is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Is he going to do this thing is the question of the day. Is it going to erupt? I don't see any way that Goomba can stop this from happening. There it is. Nidus Worm erupting, and no, nothing coming out of it. A nuclear missile detected here in the bottom left side at Neuro's 6th base. If he loses all these drones, that might be good game. Here comes the Overseer. Says, what up, people? Could we see where the Nope. Oh my gosh. Ah, Ghost with 24 kills. Neuro's down to 18 drones. He's throwing down a ton of Locusts here at this 5th base of Goomba, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Here's a planetary fortress. All the Swarm hosts getting murdered. There's nowhere to retreat to. Their Nidus Worm has been destroyed. There's no way to get home again, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. That last nuke was amazing. Neuro says, this is the end. Good game, friend. Oh, the rhyming good game out of Neuro. What a good dude. What an absolutely good dude there. What a game. What a game out of Neuro and Goomba. We had swarm hosts. We had nuclear missiles all over the place. We had so many locust nidus worms. That is good. That is amazing stuff there. Goomba making it happen. Mostly with the nukes. I feel like, he killed this 3rd/4th base of Goomba, and he did take down this 5th base up top a couple times, which was nice. And then just kind of little consistent harassment. Won some battles, but not necessarily handily, where he could just push and win. He won the battles and had to pull back to kind of lick his wounds and expand again. Yeah, but it just came down to that nuke that Neuro did not see coming in the bottom left. There was too much other stuff going on the map. Trying to pay attention to his swarm hosts. Goomba took advantage of that. Wiped out 24 drones at this base with a single ghost. And then called it good. All right. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.